Hey guys, Kevin Cage back with another crypto update. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get right into the information today. So to kick things off, we have Status sharing this on Twitter. So Ripple expects, and this is a quote from David Schwartz, current CTO of Ripple, for those of you that do not know. And yes, I repeat myself for any newcomers. So right here, Ripple expects that escrow, the locked up amount, thanks to smart contracts and everything, will increasingly be used for higher value on ledger and cross ledger atomic payments using the interledger protocol. Keep that in mind, guys. We want increasing value, the same narrative, higher volume, higher payments, and this will drive the price up in the order books. But again, Rome wasn't built in a day, and as a lot of you that have been here for 2 years, 3 years, you understand that as well. So I just wanted to share the quote directly from David. Very smart guy. And yes, I do believe that they're extremely bullish, even with an IPO. Ripple, nothing's changed, guys. They are one of the highest valued private companies. They're looking, obviously, to increase their funding. Now, going public comes with the trade-off. They may lose control, but the cool thing is, just like many people have been talking about, including Cryptopolis, that there will be benefits, and we'll get to see more transparency with XRP. And yes, I do not think that the narrative changes. I know a lot of people believe that, that's not good for XRP. I'm going to sit back, watch silently, and I may share some of my feelings and sentiment. But right now, I'm just observing. And to become, to go public, it will take some time. So I do not think it's a threat to XRP whatsoever. I see it as a good thing, and I'll talk more and more about that in the future. All right, for those of you that do not know, my channel was recently striked. I am back for now, hopefully, as long as, YouTube doesn't surprise me anymore. This is my second channel. Obviously, guys, I have close to 27,000 subscribers on my current channel, this one. If you guys would, don't mind, please subscribe to this one. I'll link this video in the top of the video description. If you can subscribe to this channel, it would mean the world to me. Just in case I am locked out in the other one, I do want to have a backup one, and I plan to do some, future live streams, honestly, even if I'm just talking while driving in the car, just have some conversations and answer any questions and, see what you guys want to, talk about in depth, just so we can kind of go back and forth, because I find that helpful as well, and also, a lot of fun. All right, next, Matthew Linney. So Amazon offers cross-border payments option for Chilean consumers with Ripple partner dLocal or dLocal. I'm not sure how they want to pronounce that there. So right here, pay attention though. Cool thing is this. dLocal is a Ripple partner. Right here on the Ripple website, we can see the newest members of RippleNet include Air Wallix, Bex Banco, Credit Agricole, Qualix, Currencies Direct, and then right here, dLocal. Good find. And this was shared by XRP Reality. So awesome. Again, guys, Ripple.com, going through their insights, going through some of their older articles, there's some great gold nuggets for you guys to really tie in the connections. And what we're doing is just showing the integrations, partners, both direct and indirect, to show you how big this ecosystem really is. Cross-border payments is an issue, and this is one of the #1 immediate use cases for cryptocurrency, both, cross-border payments, real-time payments for e-commerce, online stores. This is where it'll help bridge the value, remove friction, and then we can start focusing on those other use cases with smart contracts, with oracles, with, logistics, with tracking, and there's all various cryptocurrencies. I know you guys are familiar, gaming, even, tokenizing property. There's a bunch of use cases, but right now, my biggest bet is in XRP because of the institutional adoption. Right here, I really like this. So Jim Hyatt. So again, and I was just saying there's too many coincidences right now for XRP not to be successful at the World Economic Forum in Davos, the connections, the people talking. You guys have to kind of see through the FUD. A common thing in magic is a misdirect. Look at my one hand while I do something else and do another trick with my other hand. This is exactly what's happening. We have this whole Ripple IPO talk. We have the securities talk. Hopefully, I think XRP will become, voted just like the FCA already determined, a utility token or a, some form of a digital commodity. All right. And that's just my belief. We'll see what happens. And obviously, don't invest on just one man's opinion here. Do your own research. But I would like to bet that XRP will be determined a commodity. And when that happens, I'd expect a huge pump in price because institutions will finally, get the green light. Right here, Jim Hyatt, I like this. You know what's funny? When this actually does go off, referring to XRP price, and we look back and, maybe it took 3 to 5 years for it to really happen, we will look back at the end and realize it really wasn't that long to wait for life-changing wealth, was it? And obviously, guys, to me, XRP is all or nothing. If you guys think, XRP is only meant to be $2, $3, $10, I disagree. And just so you know, I'm completely fine if it does hit those levels, but I'm expecting significantly higher prices. due to the use case. And if you've done the math and you realize that those European banking systems are sending, $50 million in a transaction every like 3 to 5 seconds, and you realize what that would do, even if they use CBDCs over the ledger, it doesn't matter. The demand is very, very high, and they're sending these large payments, and you need to account for that. All right, right here. So XRP Crypto Wolf sharing Zoom. So again, XRP ledger-based Zoom project is now ready for private beta testing. This is all made by, the XRP labs and the developers, Vicevind. Now, for those of you that do not know, I highly recommend just, checking out Zoom. Again, Hodor, Hodor, made a great blog about this, and Zoom just talking about the technology, talking about it integrating with banks, all the APIs being set up to work with, various networks. It's a really exciting project. And again, full launch by February. And Working Money Channel just did a good video, just kind of going over it briefly as well. So if you want to check that out, highly recommend it. And again, here's the website, signing app, and platform. Interact with the XRP Ledger from your smartphone, both iOS and Android, signing transactions, and keep your XRP safe by allowing third-party applications to sign requests to your mobile device. And awesome. And hopefully there's going to be more and more developers, more and more SDKs, some, development kits for them to build and build and build. So very exciting. Next, Bank XRP. So we got 2018 BAFT Global Payment Symposium, Payments Realities, today and beyond in New York City. So here's a few groups. And again, we can go over this on the website, but for those of you that do not know, the Bankers Association for Finance and Trade is what BAFT stands for. So right here, we have some huge groups right on the website. And then we have Mr. Dilip Rao, and this is, again, the Global Head of Infrastructure Innovation, Ripple. And I believe that he just recently retired, what was it, last month or, end of year, back home in Australia. But his work in infrastructure building and innovation is awesome. And I would like to believe, and this is just me, and I may have confirmation bias, that he retired because they've already set up the infrastructure. They set up the financial plumbing, and they're just waiting for regulations. They're waiting for the slow regs. Nothing's changed. So again, guys, right here, BAFT. And then on this website, we can see some of these sponsors and groups. CGI, Flywire, IBM. Look, Ripple named right there. We got BNY Mellon. We know some of these that were, original ventures. We got Finastra, HSBC. We just see the connections and the type of the caliber of people listed here. So keep your eye on that. All right. And let me see if I was missing anything. Yeah, Deutsche Bank, Federal Reserve. I mean, just look at these groups. Wells Fargo, Swift. I mean, Nacha. And we've seen, King Solomon did a great video on them as well. MUFG, one of the biggest banks in the world based out of Japan. Visa, Microsoft. Need I say more? All right, we got R3 as well. All right, right here, XRP Crypto Wolf. Hawaii lawmakers submitted a crypto bill that allows banks to provide custody for digital securities, digital currencies, digital consumer assets, and open blockchain tokens. We're moving towards a digital economy. This should not surprise you whatsoever. And again, the bill will allow Hawaii banks to offer digital services alongside existing ones. So thank you, XRP Crypto Wolf. And also, I did see it before with Free American Spirit, so thank you for sharing that as well. All right, and then right here, XRP Crypto Wolf. The Bank for International Settlements, the BIS, said only 10% of central banks are likely to issue a central bank digital currency for the general public in short term. So words mean things, and I kind of want to know if they're just, using CBDCs on the back end for them privately in a larger percentages. The figure represents 20% of the world population. 20% of the banks said they will issue a central bank digital currency in the medium term. So it doesn't really matter to me. I just like to see that, 1/5 of banks said they'll be doing this, whether it's fiat or central bank digital currencies. It does not matter. They'll still need to plug into a bridge currency. So it really doesn't make a difference. But I do like to see a percentage of this that is growing. So it's exciting nonetheless. All right. And then lastly, we got BG Araji, and hopefully I'm saying that right. So I can't wait to add Ripple to my perfect portfolio. And he's just referring to the IPO, the initial public offering. And again, we got Google, Amazon, Apple, Uber, and then of course he's saying to be announced if Ripple, and he thinks that it would be one of the top 5 stocks. All profits will be stored in XRP until I need some USD. Bring it 2020s. My personal belief, and I know that Galgatron said this, just comparing it to this, and I actually replied to someone on Twitter just saying like my expectations right before he said that, and just regarding, Ripple. Guys, you got to understand, all these successful companies, Google, Amazon, Apple, they were kind of like for data, the internet of messaging, the internet of information, social media, search engines, telecom, even Uber, rideshare, and decentralized types of frameworks for companies. Awesome. We have not even touched on successful fintechs, financial technology companies. If Ripple does do an IPO, I'm not going to talk about the effect for XRP because it could skyrocket, it could stay the same. There's a few theories out there. I want to wait for more information to come out before I just start dispersing, nonsense on YouTube. But with Ripple in particular, guys, I do see it, as Galgatron has said, that they will be kind of the Google stock for the Internet of Value. That is not an exaggeration. I just released that video talking about with cross-border payments alone in like 2018, it was over $23 trillion. Then we go and look at the correspondent banking, network and the whole payment flow and data flow. If you do not understand the use case, just do your own research. Like, if you don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. I am a bull on XRP, a freaking bull. But the thing is, I do not know when it will move. Now, of course, guys, everybody, with all these riddlers, bearable guy 123, all of that, I know it's nonsense, and a lot of newcomers are like, what? Like, the XRP people believe this? And, don't get me wrong, guys. As I said recently, I want all this Riddler stuff, these insiders that have this secret knowledge that XRP is going to be, $500 or something, or $2,000. That's awesome. I would love for it to do that. I always like doing the math with my portfolio. I do the math even at $2. It doesn't matter. I want this Riddler stuff to be just as true as any other holder out there. I would love for us to moon. But again, I only care about the price of XRP. I'm here to make money just like you guys. Now, not a single, insider Riddler has predicted the price accurately. So take that with a grain of salt. However, some of their riddles, predictions, their accuracy with world events and things to, happen and occur and roll out, they caught my attention. And some of them are eerily interesting. Are they just smart people? Are they people in the know that are, more so elite status? Perhaps. But again, guys, until price happens, I'll believe it when I see it, because having those high expectations may just create short-term instant gratification needs. And at the end of the day, if you have lower expectations, or at least a timeline, it's just going to be better for your mental health. And that's what I think is important for anybody that, follows, subscribes to this channel. And I'm going to continue to do so. So hopefully I'm not offending you, but at the end of the day, we're allowed to share opinions. If you disagree, please do it, politely. Let's try to have a mature community here and go back and forth. And obviously, I welcome anything and, all criticism as well. And guys, I appreciate it. Let me know down below if you have any theories with Ripple going public. I want to know the impact on XRP price. I've had, some very, very smart people in the community say I'd say about 80% of them say it's a good thing. And then I've seen about 20% say, or 10% say it's a bad thing, and another 10%, be about neutral. So again, guys, it's an exciting time. I'm excited to see all of this, and I kind of am just looking through all of this and saying, okay, well, Davos just occurred. Is there, something going on behind the scenes? And question everything, guys. Hopefully I'm not ranting too much. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to like the video. And again, guys, appreciate it if you do subscribe to this channel. Hopefully another 25,000 of you guys that support me will subscribe. Check out that latest video. Again, I'll leave that in the top of this description. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Yeah, and again, Working Money channel just had this covering Zoom, and Hodor has a great blog covering this. This is going to be a very cool platform. Highly recommend you check this out. We need to incentivize builders and builders and builders, and ask yourself, instead of just sitting back and investing, what can you do to help grow the ecosystem? If you're a developer, share this around. It would be really cool to see what kind of applications we can build. And if you want to, work on another cryptocurrency project, do it. Because I'm just encouraging that, whether it's, I'm still very bullish on, Cardano, VeChain, a few of the other top projects, including Link as well. If you guys want to know, Ethereum is not going anywhere. They're being integrated. They'll be a good project, but I'm looking for return on investment, the highest percentage of returns. And I think that XRP will be, explode way more than Ethereum. Ethereum already had their moon day. And it's time for the other projects, especially with the actual use cases occurring today. So guys, before I continue to rant forever, I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.